Listen, I'm not gonna pile on pause on Nunez. I just believe when Jota is out, Diaz, Gakpo, Salah, I don't need to see that forward line and leave Nunez out of it because I said it last season. I had enough of him. I given up on him. I said he was one of the main reasons why we dropped off because of his missing open goals and missing one-on-one opportunities. So I'm not going to say it all over again. We know what it is with Nunez. Let's just leave it like that and just hope we get somebody in January or in the summer next year. My thing this game was that I knew we were going to struggle a little bit, mainly because of the kind of inverted break we had from the postponement of the game. Also, McAllister, for me, would have been perfect for this game. I know he was suspended, but for me, McAllister would have been perfect for this game because of his technical ability in breaking down low blocks. I mean, if you look at the Real Madrid game, Real Madrid had to play a low block a lot of the time, and look at the way McAllister played in that game. So it's going to be quite difficult, but then you also have to add context. We're top of the league. We've scored 13 goals. We conceded 1. I mean, the only other team that's conceded less than us is Inter Milan, which is incredible. And they've got none conceded. So, literally, we're cruising through. We don't need to put any pressure on ourselves to get through. We're practically through. We're practically through anyways. Again, as Terry said, it needs to be an almighty drop-off for us to even get. And I don't even think that's possible because teams are playing each other anyways. So
Villa and Sporting that are just outside the top 8 are both just gone 1-0 up. So that's an interesting one. So yeah,
fair enough. But all I just wanted really was that we drew against Newcastle on Wednesday. Wait, was it last week Wednesday? Yeah, last Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday, yeah.
All I just want is just a little bit of a response just to get ourselves back on a winning run. Because what we did, we lost against Nottingham Forest, went on a winning run. We drew against Arsenal, went on a winning run. Nobody's saying that Liverpool can't drop points. Nobody's saying that Liverpool can't lose games. I just want to see how we bounce back after we do that. And that's how we win the league. That's how we win the Champions League. So I've got no complaints. It was a little bit of a dry game. I mean, 5:45 in the Champions League. I can't lie. I was trying to give myself up to watch it. But hey, listen, Liverpool win again. We move on to Fulham. Let's just get those 3 points.
Yeah, I hear you on that. And before we ask Ram, are you losing your hair, Ram? Is your hair falling out?
No, it's just very messy.
Oh, you put your head down. Your parting was looking like it looked like Moses had done the parting, brother. It was looking wide. You know what I mean? So,
by the way, guys, Mo now has 50 Champions League goals.
Yeah, I just see that. Sorry, over you, Ram. Sorry, I just want to ask about your hair because you've taken the mick out of my bald head many a time. So I'm going to be waiting for all you young men to grow up a little bit older and your hair fall out, and I get to laugh.
Yeah. Today was just a ball fest. Ball fest is the right word. I don't think we played that great. I think the only player that really played well was Alisson. The Nunez chat, look, me, Hussam, a lot of the guys, we had a 1-hour chat on Nunez. I think I'm pretty tired of talking about the guy. Guy's 25, still hasn't proven anything to me to be a top-class finisher. Look, put it in perspective, we signed Fernando Torres for 20 million, who was a club record signing at 24 years old. Those are the standards we need to set on the number 9. I'm going to pay tribute to Tom's tweet. The history of the number 9 at Liverpool, we need to hold it justice. And for this guy to hold that number 9 performances, just
sorry, Shakhtar Donetsk had gone 1-0 up against Bayern Munich. Do you know what? If Atalanta and Bayern Munich, if Shakhtar and Atalanta both win tonight, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid could go fucking out. That's what's so crazy. They could go out these teams.
That's great.
Madness. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Nah, but I think at the end of the day, Nunez is Nunez. At the end of the day, we can't really do much about it. And to be honest, look, at the end of the day, we've gone through to the Champions League. I think we were top 8, meaning that we could go straight through to the quarterfinals, I believe. Less games for us makes it easier for us for the fixture congestion, especially during the January/February period. And yeah, like I said previously, at this point, given the fact that we're going towards that congested run of fixtures. All the most important thing I care about is win after win after win after win. I couldn't care less if it's a crappy 1-0 or a really close 4-3. I just want to go through this period of winning games, keeping the gap between us and the title rivals quite long, and also getting through to the Champions League as well. So, all in all, ball fest, but we got the job done. So I'm
well, as you say, first of all, everyone's saying I was being rude to you. I've known Ram's been a friend of mine for 5 to 6 years. We're having a bit of banter with him. If that upsets you, remember, go touch grass, go find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, lose the V plates, get some friends, have some fun.
You know what's going to happen though, Tel? In the summer, Ram's going to disappear and he's going to come back with a crew cut and a full head of hair, just like Mo Salah. And everyone's going to be like, "What the fuck's happened?" And he's going to come back with great takes as well, which will be strange.
Less of that. Stop it.
I love you, Ram. I love you.
Maybe you're like Samson. Maybe you're like Samson and the strength in your hair. The more your hair falls out, the worse your football opinions get. Maybe there's a kind of connection.
No chance.
I have elite opinions. Everyone has crappy opinions. I could talk about Sam's really bad opinions. Yeah, I could talk about Tom's really bad opinions as well.
Hold on. I haven't even said anything. Why am I getting dragged into this? I didn't even say anything.
Tom, I'm still holding you to the Nunez in midfield.
Tom, you can hold any abuse ever. You're the only human being who I've ever heard say these words. Do you know what? I just don't like eating food.
I
don't like eating food. He said eating food is like cleaning your bedroom. It's a chore. I've never heard a human being say that. Ever since then, he can get crap. Yeah, he hates eating.
Are you living your life on like American cheese sandwiches or something? Like, what's going on here?
Worse than that, bruv. Mm-hmm. Worse than that.
No, but I'll be honest, Ram. My Nunez midfield shout. My Nunez midfield shout probably looks better than him up front. I'd rather him in midfield than up front.
No, it doesn't look better because to play in midfield,
I'd rather him in midfield than up front.
I just don't want.
When you say midfield, you mean like left wing? Like left wing?
I mean like Joe Linton.
I can't imagine him in the centre of the pitch.
Just put him in. Just Joe Linton him.
But Joe Linton's actually got some technical ability about him. Nunez has none of that. Nunez has none of that.
Yeah, well, Nunez was probably his best for you though when he was playing out wide. You know, 1-0 Mbappe. So they scored. Mbappe. He's
Can I just say, I looked at the next 2 Champions League fixtures. I didn't realize how late in January it was.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair,
which is where we need to rotate in them games, by the way, for through.
Yeah.
Rotate.
So us getting through to the top 8 is really helps because the amount of fixtures I know we're gonna have in January, February. That time we can't be having extra games. I can't lie to you.
Well, even if you get to rotate in these next 2 and then you don't have the playoff games, essentially that's like 4 additional games where a lot of your rivals, European rivals, even domestic rivals, are going to have to play full strength for the whole 8 games and then maybe still have 2 playoff games. So it's gonna, you know, by the time you guys get to April, that could pay huge dividends. Rack, what are you here to say, bro?
No, I mean I pretty much echo what the guy said. It wasn't the best performance, but we did what we have to, like we've done most of the season. We've always done at least as much as we have to. Sometimes we've had exceptional performances. Sometimes the performances have been as brilliant, but win's a win. That's the most important thing. Keep winning, keep getting the points on the board. The fact that the derby got cancelled the other day gave us the opportunity to have a bit of a rest and play a stronger team now, which again will pay dividends later on because it means that potentially for the next couple of games in this league format, we don't have to play full strength teams because we're already virtually through or are through. So it's good result. We get to have a bit of a rest next week afterwards. We play strong team at the weekend. Rotate fully for the Carabao Cup, and we're going into a busy Christmas period. Looking like we're in decent shape. Alexis will get 2 full games off because, like Sam said, he's going to miss this game and he's going to miss the game at the weekend.
I'd rather he miss Fulham than Everton, though.
Oh yeah, 100%. Fulham at home. Fulham, good team. They're playing really well. They deserve good credit for the points they got against Arsenal. But we're playing at home, so I would rather Alexis miss a home game just because he's one of our most vital players and he's very useful for us to away. And two games missed in a row now means that the game against Everton. So basically he hasn't played. He won't have played for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it's a decent little rest for him as well. Again, going into the busy period and potentially crucial. Look, I'm going to say it. Potentially decisive period when it comes to challenging for the league, because like you said, other teams maybe won't have the luxury to have a little bit of a rest or rotate or whatever the case may be. The fact that we have this kind of, I don't want to call it a break, but a couple of days off might just give them a little bit of a boost before we go into this busy period, because I expect our teams to drop points, potentially including us, and that could be decisive come the end of the season.
We hope you do drop points just for the excitement. Just for the excitement. I'm being deadly honest. Like yeah. I mean, like, Chelsea obviously don't have.
For the excitement, Arsenal and City are closer to us.
What are you talking about?
They drew on Saturday and Sunday. Points on the
hope
board
that
is
they
better
do their
than
job as well.
points in the board is better than games in hand. All of you.
Shut up. No, I don't.
We're the underdog.
Sam here says, big up, guys, especially Hussam. Nunez works hard, but as soon as he gets into the box, he turns into a donkey. And I'm not here to watch Shrek. Bought for goals. You'll never walk alone. It's a fair point, my friend. This is swiftly turning into overreaction FC.
Right. If you watch the Football Terrace for the past 2 seasons, I believe Nunez's name has been mentioned 12,000 times in a negative aspect. This is not overreaction. This is what it is. Yeah. So listen, at this point, I believe I'll speak for all the boys, all the guys here. We're just tired now. It's got to a point where we're just tired with Nunez.
I don't know what people want us to say though. Do you want me to sit there after watching that and go, "Well done, Nunez. Really impressed with that. Why we need a striker? Look at that. It's only the second game in a row with just 2 big chances missed. Last year he would have missed 3. We're improving." Is that what you want me to say? I'm not going to lie and try and be positive when I don't see the positives there. There's a reason he was the first guy off, even though Diaz was on a booking.
It's not even that
as well. I want to make a point. Sorry, I just want to make 2 quick points that no one really mentions. Number one, people need to realize something. Nunez missing chances also applies pressure on the team, because sometimes the team might think like mentally that this is just not our day. If he misses 4 one-on-ones, second of all, I'll say one thing. If I can't trust him in a dead game against Girona, where we were absolutely like just creating any chance that we wanted, how can I trust him in March or April when I'm playing Everton at home, I'm playing Fulham away, we go away to Aston Villa, and he has a one-on-one then? Then what? Then you're all going to sit up here and go like, just like you blamed Klopp last year, you're going to blame Slot again. But I realize that we have an issue in this team. That's why we need to sign a striker. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things. Terry has always said Football Terrace is open to people of all opinions, right? Anybody who's got a differing opinion about Nunez is welcome to come on. There's plenty of Liverpool fans in the GCs, and I'm sure if you make yourself aware to Terry, he'll have you on. And if you've got a differing opinion, then we're all here to learn, right? Or listen at the very least. And second of all, I watched the stream on an Irish stream on Setanto, or whatever it was. The paid pundits were criticising Nunez. They were basically saying he was lost the whole game. He had no impact on the game. I haven't come on and really said anything, but I'm commenting on it now because that's what they were saying, not what we were saying. And thirdly, even like the Red Men and Anfield Rap and those guys, even at different points of the season and in the past, they've also been critical of him. So I don't think we haven't all necessarily got our knives out for him, but there's been a sustained pattern of underperformance. Yeah. And as Sam said, if Liverpool don't spend 100 million euros or potentially rising to 100 million euros very often, we do it very, very rarely. And we can't really afford for those types of signings to not make it.
Yeah, no. So, listen, I think you're right. And look, I don't think any Liverpool fan on here is overreacting. They're nitpicking based on a team that could win 3 to 4 major trophies this year, and they're looking at what the team needs to do to improve to get over the line. I think that's very, very fair. This here from Gilno says, does Tom know that Carragher said Palmer was better than Salah over the last 18 months? Palmer was better last season. Salah has been better this past
again, though,
season.
it's just not true, though, because up until January, when Salah had to go to AFCON, Salah was the top scorer and the top assist in the Premier League. Palmer made up the gap in 6 months, where Salah didn't play for half of that time because he was injured.
Factually, Mo played 3 less games, by the way. Factually.
Salah had 12 months that were better. Palmer had 6, and 3 of which Salah weren't even playing. So, you know what? I don't know what math you've done to get to that point, but sure, yes.
You do realize what your hero, your greatest ever defender, Jamie Carragher, is. You do realize why he's doing this, though?
No.
He's doing it for the same reason some of you guys have done. He's doing it to protect his best mate, Gerrard. That's all he's doing it for. That's all he's doing it for.
Can I just say, I rate Agger more than Carragher. I rate Agger more than Carragher.
I rate Rax more than Carragher.
Carragher, I used to love Man United played against Carragher. That man's a legend. Look, gents, I want to thank you all for coming on.